Who you become is shaped by what you do. The difference between the wealthy and the less fortunate is often seen in how they act, not in their intelligence, not in their background, but in 10 specific behaviors. If you aspire to attain financial prosperity, it would be prudent to take note of these practices, because you're likely to discover several habits you're practicing right now that are keeping you broke without you even realizing it. Before we begin, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss more content like this. Today, we're talking about the 10 things that rich people never do. And here's what makes this powerful. These aren't complicated financial strategies. They're not about having money to start with. They're behavioral patterns anyone can adjust starting today. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which behaviors are holding you back and, more importantly, what to do instead. Let's get started. Number 1, the rich never stay without a mentor. According to records on success.com, an impressive 93% of the affluent attribute their achievements to the guidance of mentors who often serve as their wellspring of inspiration and motivation. 93%. That means if you randomly selected 10 wealthy individuals, 9 of them would point to a mentor who fundamentally shaped their success. Mentorship ensures the seamless transfer of knowledge, experience, and hard-earned wisdom from one person to another. The rich benefit greatly from this practice because they've had mentors to lead them on their journey to success. It's a rarity to find millionaires who've achieved their status entirely on their own. Behind the scenes, there is almost always a guiding hand offering support and steering them along the path to success. Even someone as remarkable as Warren Buffett values Benjamin Graham as his mentor, acknowledging that Graham played an important role in shaping his career. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest men in history, and he still attributes his success to having a mentor. Meanwhile, most people trying to build wealth attempt to figure everything out alone. They view asking for help as weakness. They reinvent wheels that have been perfected for decades. The wealthy, they shortcut the learning curve by finding someone who's already walked the path they want to travel. The principle here is clear. Success leaves clues, and mentors show you where to find them. Trying to build wealth without guidance is like trying to navigate a foreign city without a map. You'll eventually get somewhere, but it will take 10 times longer and cost you far more in wrong turns. Number 2, the rich never stick at the same position. While many people see the sky as the limit, the rich purposefully strive to push beyond those limits. Even as their businesses flourish and they meet their targets, they remain unsatisfied, always yearning for more. Their aim is to reach the pinnacle, and they refuse to settle for anything less. Once they attain their current objectives, they set their sights on even loftier goals. This constant pursuit not only allows them to explore new possibilities, but also propels them to ascend the ladder of success. Their adaptable and versatile mindset keeps them from becoming stuck in one place, a potential disadvantage in today's ever-evolving world. Most people reach a comfortable income level and stop pushing. They achieve a certain lifestyle and plateau there. They find a position that pays the bills and stay for decades. The wealthy view comfort as dangerous. Stagnation is the beginning of decline. The principle: growth requires discomfort. The moment you're completely comfortable, you've stopped growing. Wealth doesn't come from finding a safe position and protecting it. It comes from constantly pushing into uncomfortable territory where new opportunities live. Number 3, the rich never waste time on entertainment. While the wealthy may possess abundant financial resources and the means to indulge in a wide array of entertainment options, they find themselves with limited time to partake in such activities. Rich individuals rarely find themselves lounging on a sofa, watching television, engaging in games, or frequenting social establishments for leisure. It's not a matter of pride, but rather a reflection of their unwavering commitment to their goals. Every minute holds significant value to them, and they abhor squandering it on passive pastimes like television viewing. This perspective aligns with the saying, "Time is money." When they're not engaged in their work, they're usually occupied attending business forums. These forums offer invaluable opportunities for networking and gathering fresh business insights. Such engagements contribute to sharpening their expertise in their respective fields, ultimately leading to increased wealth. The average American watches over 4 hours of television daily. That's 28 hours per week, 112 hours per month. The wealthy, they're reading books, attending seminars, building relationships, or learning skills during those same hours. The principle is brutal but true. You can't consume your way to wealth. Passive entertainment feels good in the moment but builds nothing. Active learning feels like work but compounds into expertise, connections, and opportunities. Every hour you spend being entertained is an hour someone else is spending building the skills that will outcompete you. Number 4, the rich never let fear take control. Fear represents one of the most formidable obstacles to achieving success. If rich people let fear control them, it would make it much harder for them to achieve success. Fear can make you feel weak and confused, taking away your energy. Fear can be a strong enemy of progress because it stops people from reaching their full potential and getting the results they want. That's why the wealthy don't let fear take hold of their lives and stifle their ambitions. Knowing that avoiding risks is nearly impossible on the path to wealth, the rich exhibit boldness and courage qualities that distinguish them as achievers. Numerous individuals could have joined the ranks of millionaires, but fear restrained them from doing so. Rich people don't feel scared to put their money into projects they think will make them a lot more money. Once they make a decision, they plunge in without fear. Most people let fear make their financial decisions. Fear of losing money keeps them from investing. Fear of failure keeps them from starting businesses. Fear of judgment keeps them from asking for raises. The wealthy feel the same fear, but they act anyway. The principle: courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite fear. Wealth accumulates on the other side of fear. Every significant financial gain requires stepping into uncertainty. The question isn't whether you feel afraid, it's whether fear controls your actions. Number 5. The rich never allow money to lie idle in banks. Wealthy individuals do not let their funds languish idly in banks. Instead, they actively seek opportunities to invest and let their money generate returns. Idle money in a bank primarily benefits the bank itself. Millionaires predominantly channel their funds into various investment avenues such as real estate, bonds, stocks, mutual funds, or other assets known to appreciate over time. This proactive approach consistently leads to the accumulation of more substantial returns. Conversely, those with limited financial means often retain their meager savings in banks due to either a lack of knowledge about investment options or a fear of potential losses if they were to venture into investments. They keep money in savings accounts earning 0.5% interest while inflation erodes their purchasing power at 3% annually. They're losing money every single year, but it feels safe because the number in their account doesn't go down. The principle is mathematical. Money in motion multiplies. Money at rest deteriorates. Wealth isn't built by accumulating cash in accounts. It's built by putting capital to work in assets that appreciate, generate income, or both. Every dollar sitting idle in a bank is a dollar that's slowly losing value while someone else's invested dollar is compounding. Number 6. The rich never waste money. Wealthy individuals possess a keen understanding of how to prudently manage their hard-earned wealth, recognizing its intrinsic value. Their journey to affluence often entails significant sacrifices, making them acutely mindful of the importance of financial resources. Rich people tend to avoid reckless spending and say no to extravagant living. Instead, they prioritize investments in their well-being and future. It's important to differentiate them from the new rich people who like to show off their wealth with things like fancy cars and expensive jewelry, which can often lead to money problems in a short time. We are referring to the seasoned wealthy individuals who have maintained their wealth over a considerable span and appreciate the worth of every penny. Even when they enjoy expensive things, they know how to make the money back through their business skills. It's this smart way of doing things that helps them keep their money safe. Most people spend money to signal success they haven't achieved. Designer labels to impress strangers, luxury cars on payment plans, expensive vacations on credit cards. The wealthy, they drive modest cars, wear practical clothes, and invest the difference. The principle is counterintuitive. Real wealth whispers while fake wealth shouts. Every dollar spent on impressing others is a dollar not working to build actual financial security. The wealthy understand that looking rich and being rich are often inversely related. Number 7. The rich never fail to set goals. Millionaires exemplify exceptional organizational skills and understand the paramount importance of setting clear goals. Establishing goals serves as a potent source of motivation and fosters unwavering focus. When you set a goal, it compels you to channel all your energies and steer clear of distractions that can derail your progress. It's a rarity to encounter affluent individuals without defined objectives. Goals provide them with a sense of purpose and unyielding inspiration, propelling them forward until they achieve success. To ensure their aspirations are met, they often maintain a daily or time-specific to-do list. Such a list serves as a navigational chart to their desired destination, ensuring they remain on course. Many wealthy individuals steadfastly adhere to these lists as they serve as a stabilizing force in their actions, helping them stay on track amidst potential distractions. Their dedication to goal setting extends not only to their personal lives but also to their businesses. No company or corporation can thrive without a clearly defined vision and mission statement. Most people drift through life reacting to whatever comes their way. They have vague wishes, I want to be rich someday, but no specific targets or timelines. The wealthy operate with precision, specific amounts by specific dates through specific strategies. The principle is navigational. Without a destination, any road will do and none will get you where you want to go. Goals transform wishes into plans and plans into results. Wealth doesn't happen accidentally. It happens when clear objectives guide daily decisions. Number 8. The rich never have debts or credit balances. Wealthy individuals approach their financial well-being with a strong sense of prudence. They try hard not to have big credit card debts or borrow money at very high interest rates. Anything that threatens to erode their financial standing is diligently avoided. Rich people meticulously settle their monthly bills in full and keep a close watch on their credit card statements to preempt any issues related to payment, including interest accrual. If they have trouble paying their credit card bills, they quickly cut down on their spending. Now, this doesn't mean the wealthy never use debt. They absolutely do, but they use it strategically. They borrow to acquire assets that appreciate or generate income. Real estate mortgages at 4% to buy properties that appreciate at 7%. Business loans that fund expansion, generating 20% returns. What they don't do is carry high-interest consumer debt for depreciating purchases. Most people use debt backwards. They borrow at 22% interest to buy things that lose value immediately. Clothes, electronics, vacations. The wealthy borrow at low rates to buy things that gain value over time, businesses, real estate, income-generating assets. The principle is mathematical. Debt is a tool that either builds wealth or destroys it, depending on how you use it. High-interest debt on consumer goods is financial poison. Low-interest debt on appreciating assets is a wealth accelerator. Number 9. The rich never stop learning. The affluent are enthusiastic and dedicated learners. They prioritize staying informed and acquiring vital skills and new knowledge that can contribute to their ongoing success. Self-discipline plays a pivotal role in their lives. Rich individuals embody patience and persistence in their pursuits. In the face of failure, they don't remain stagnant. Instead, they explore different avenues until they attain success. They understand that failure marks not the end of the journey, but the commencement of a fresh attempt. Consequently, they consider it highly valuable to invest their time, energy, and financial resources in self-improvement, deeming it the most rewarding endeavor for personal growth. Their commitment to self-improvement is exemplified through activities like reading numerous books throughout the year, attending various courses, and participating in forums. The person they are at the beginning of the year differs significantly from who they become by year's end. This is a lifelong investment that they continually embrace. Most people stop learning the day they receive their diploma. They view education as something you complete, not something you continue. The wealthy view learning as breathing, something you never stop doing. The principle is evolutionary. In a changing world, continuous learning isn't optional. It's survival. Your skills depreciate like any other asset. The knowledge that made you valuable 5 years ago is obsolete today. The wealthy stay relevant by staying curious and continuously upgrading their expertise. And number 10, the rich never mingle with just anyone. This is an undeniable reality. We can observe that when someone becomes rich, they often drift apart from their former friends and acquaintances. Sometimes this change isn't on purpose. It just happens because people start to have different interests and ways of living. While some may argue that such individuals are becoming prideful or looking down on others, the fundamental truth is that these two groups are no longer operating on the same plane. Wealthy individuals gravitate towards the company of their peers, as it is within these circles that fresh opportunities arise and personal growth and development are fostered. So if your friend attains prosperity and your interactions become less frequent, it's essential not to take it personally. Instead, take it as motivation to elevate your own efforts and work smarter to align your pursuits with the new directions of personal and professional growth. There's an old saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The wealthy take this literally. They intentionally surround themselves with people who challenge them, inspire them, and operate at levels they aspire to reach. Most people prioritize comfort in relationships over growth. They maintain friendships based on history rather than alignment with future goals. They spend time with people who validate their current level rather than push them to the next one. The principle is environmental. Your circle either elevates you or holds you back. There's no neutral. Wealth isn't just built through individual actions. It's built through the collective influence of the people around you, their mindsets, their standards, their expectations. If everyone in your circle thinks small, you'll think small. If everyone around you is building empires, you'll start thinking bigger by default. So there you have it. The 10 things rich people never do. 1. Stay without a mentor. 93% have guidance. 2. Stick at the same position. Constant growth is non-negotiable. 3. Waste time on entertainment. Every hour has opportunity cost. 4. Let fear control decisions. Courage distinguishes achievers. 5. Allow money to lie idle. Capital must work continuously. 6. Waste money. Strategic spending, not reckless consumption. 7. Fail to set goals. Specific targets guide daily actions. 8. Carry high interest debt. Leverage builds wealth or destroys it. 9. Stop learning. Continuous improvement is lifelong. 10. Mingle with just anyone. Your circle determines your ceiling. Here's what makes this powerful. None of these require money to start. They're behavioral choices available to anyone starting today. You can find a mentor. You can stop wasting time on passive entertainment. You can start learning. You can choose your associations more carefully. Pick one of these 10 behaviors, just one, and commit to changing it this week. Not all 10, not even 3, just one. Because here's the truth about wealth. It's not built in dramatic moments. It's built through small behavioral shifts repeated consistently over time. That concludes today's video. I hope it was informative and beneficial to you. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I welcome your feedback, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Which of these 10 behaviors are you most guilty of right now? Drop a number 1 through 10 in the comments. No shame, just awareness. Sometimes admitting what needs to change is the first step to actually changing it. Lastly, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.